What is up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing an X-Men tier list. So before we get on with the video, make sure you guys destroy that subscribe button because I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. So our first movie that we have is X-Men First Class, right over here. Now this movie was a solid origin to the X-Men and to Magneto and Professor X, and I really enjoyed this movie, so I'm gonna be putting it straight up in A tier. I thought this movie was a great fun, enjoyable movie, especially with all these characters, and I think that they got introduced very well. Then we have the first X-Men movie. It's definitely an S tier movie. It's like literally what started the entire it's what started like the X-Men movies, and I think it was a fantastic like start to Wolverine, and I like how we don't really know what happened to him in the past, and we kind of like get to know a bit more in X2 and then Wolverine Origins, and I really enjoyed this movie. Then X2, I think it was a bit worse than the first X-Men, but it was still pretty good, so I'm gonna be putting it in A tier. I did prefer X-Men First Class, so I'm gonna put it right over here after. And I thought this was a very fun, enjoyable movie, and of course I thought that Professor X was fantastic, but when he was being like, it was pretty cool to see him being controlled, and I liked it how like kind of Magneto, like he was switching sides between good and bad, and at the end of course he escaped with that other fire guy, and of course now is bad. So then X-Men 3 The Last Stand, I think was the worst of the trilogy. It's a bit overhated. Some people might put it at F, like D or C, or F or D, but I'm gonna put it in C because like it was still at least like it was still a continuation to the X-Men trilogy, the original X-Men trilogy, and I do like that that we did see Beast. That was pretty cool. But what I did not like is that it focused way too much on Jean Grey instead of like the actual X-Men, and they killed off Cyclops way too early. The next movie that we have is X-Men Wolverine Origins. This is a B tier movie. Now, it wasn't like an astonishing movie, but it wasn't a horrible one too, but I think it was actually like pretty good. I enjoyed seeing him in like the fighting throughout the wars in the beginning. That was a cool introduction. Then of course the villains were well written and everything was good about this movie. What I didn't like is I didn't really like in the beginning I didn't really like Wolverine's brother. So then we have the Wolverine. This is the second one in 2013 when he's in Japan. I did enjoy this movie, but this is probably of course I really liked the idea where he goes to Japan and everything, and I thought it was well written throughout the story. The first two acts were amazing, but then the third act kind of like brought the story down a bit, so I'm going to be putting it in A tier, but if it wasn't for the third act, it'd go in S tier, right over here. So then we have X-Men Days of Future Past. This is the best X-Men movie of all time. I'm going to put it in S tier, so it's going to go right in front of X-Men. It's, for me, the greatest X-Men movie of all time, and the writing was really good, the plot was good, everything was just good about this movie, and I loved seeing like Wolverine and kind of Professor X when he's old and Professor X when he's young, both in the same movie, and same with Magneto, and we did get to see like the two casts of the X-Men kind of mix up, and then it kind of had a huge letdown with X-Men Apocalypse. Now this movie right over here, it would have been cool if like I'm gonna put it right in D tier. Now, this movie would have been cool if X-Men Days of Future Past kind of set up for a whole new X-Men saga with Apocalypse being the main villain, but they just killed him off way too early in this movie, and it was just like not that much of a good movie too. And Quicksilver never really told Magneto that Magneto was his dad. I don't recall him telling him that, so that wasn't that cool either, and this movie just wasn't my favorite movie, but I think Oscar Isaac's performance as Apocalypse was just fantastic. Then we have no 3, 2, 1. Then we have X-Men Dark Phoenix, this movie is just gonna go in F tier. I mean, like, the entire story just wasn't good. It should have, like, X-Men Apocalypse should have started, then it should have been, like other movies leading up to a huge battle with X-Men Apocalypse, because Dark Phoenix was just, it was literally just X-Men Last Stand, but worse. So then, I'm just gonna say, like, the Deadpool movies, I haven't really seen them yet, so I'm just gonna put them in. Then we have the New Mutants. Now this movie, I'm hesitating between D or F tier. It just wasn't the best movie. It wasn't like the best X-Men movie. I didn't enjoy like it. Some parts felt more like a horror movie than the other parts felt more like an action movie. The characters just weren't great, but I mean, like, I think that was cool was like this blonde girl. She was pretty cool, or else the rest of the story just wasn't that good. And the final movie is Logan. I love this movie. I'm gonna put it in S tier. It was like the perfect send-off to the X-Men saga, and of course Wolverine. It was just super sad when he died, and it was like pretty cool to see Laura, which was X-23. So that's pretty much my tier list for the X-Men movies. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. So thank you guys all very much for watching, and bye.